Hey YouTube, I want to talk to you guys about having some bloody confidence before you step up to squat, bench, deadlift, overhead press, anything that is heavy or light or anything. And the reason I'm talking about this is often I'll get asked, usually it's on this bench, very few people ask me to squat or to spot them when I squat, or they know me really well because there is absolutely nothing more intimate that you can do in the gym other than kissing another man than to spot them while they're squatting. Seriously, if you do it properly, your junk is grinding into their butt, and if it's not, you're not spotting them properly. You're hugging them, and you're just like, "I'm here for you, buddy." Now, there's anything wrong with that. Don't judge me. Anyways, so I often get people that turn around and they're like, "Oh, hey, can you give me a spot?" I'm always going to give somebody a spot if they ask me to. It doesn't matter what's on the bar. It doesn't matter if they're just benching the bar. I'm going to be there for them if they want. Because, yeah, that's the kind of environment that I like working out in and the kind of environment I like living in. But then I hear people turn around and they're just like, "Oh, I'm going to go for like maybe two. I'm going to try." And you're just like, "No, you're going to hit two. You're going to get it. I'm here. No matter what happens, that fucking bar is going to move." And they're like, "Oh, okay," and then they get under the bar and they hit a double, and they look at me and they're like, "Were you helping?" And I'm like, "No, I was just here, but I got angry at you and I fired you up by telling you were gonna make the lift." Have confidence, right? And it sounds really stupid, but if you got to do like some ridiculous positive affirmation before you lift, do it. I mean, one of the things that I do almost every single time I go for a heavy lift, whether it's like a heavy double or a PR, and it sounds super weird, but I turn around and I'm like, just easy peasy. It's just a single. Super easy. Don't worry about it. Or I'll say something along those lines, but the two words you'll always hear come out of my mouth is easy peasy, right? And it's just me telling myself, like, it's not that hard. You got it. Don't worry about it. And you'll never hear me turn around and say, like, "Oh, I'm going to try and do two." I tell people, I'm going to go for a double. Why? Because I'm going to go for a double, and I'm going to hit a bloody double whether I want to or not. My body will just do it. Or I miss the lift and I get help, and that's why I have a spot. But don't tell yourself, "Oh, I'm going to try. Oh, I might not get it." But have confidence. Tell yourself you're going to make the lift, because if you get in your own head, it doesn't matter what's on the bar, you're not going to lift it. I see it all the time. Guys that turn around and like they go into like back squat, and as they're getting ready to lift, they're just like, "Oh," and you can see that look in their face where they're like, "I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do this." And it's just like, just get off the bar. You're done. Don't like take 5 minutes. Like, get out of your head, and then go back and approach it like you can. It's a really simple thing. Have confidence in yourself. You know what? Even if you don't make the lift, like, tell yourself you're gonna make it. The mental game in physical fitness and strength and bodybuilding is huge. Now, not ego, not bloody ego, but confidence. Like, I can do this. I'm going to do this, right? You see it with people diets as well. They're like, "Oh, I'm gonna try and lose 10 pounds." What do you mean you're going to try? You're going to lose 10 pounds. By saying "I'm going to try to lose 10 pounds, what you're doing is excusing yourself for failure, right? And that might sound harsh, but it's the truth of it. "Oh, I'm going to try and lose 10 pounds this month or this year," or don't lose 10 pounds in a month. That's too much. Lose 4 pounds in a month. And then consistently do that for a year, and you've lost 48 pounds. That's awesome. But like, "Oh, I'm going to try and do this." You're making excuses for why you're going to fail, and that sucks, all right? "I'm going to try and do 5. No, you're going to do 5, and if you fail, at least you tried, and next time you're going to get it, right? Anyways, you don't need me to just go and ramble on about this for a while, but all I'm saying, guys, is have some confidence in yourself. That's what this game is all about. I see ego lifting all the time, and it makes me just want to cry and just like tear my eyes out because I don't like seeing it. I hate ego lifting, but when you see that person who has confidence in themselves, it doesn't matter what's on the bar, that's awesome. That's just awesome. So have confidence in yourself. Tell yourself you're going to do it. If you have to verbalize it, I'm sure there's people that think I'm insane at the gym when I'm talking to myself, either like before I lift or during the lift. Sometimes I talk to myself, right? Usually it's really rude stuff coming out of my mouth and I'm calling myself derogatory names, but I thrive on negative feedback. If it's somebody that I know really well at the gym, I will ask them to call me derogatory things while I'm lifting if I look like I'm struggling. It's worked before where I'm benching or I'm squatting, and like they just start screaming vulgarities at me, and all of a sudden I stand up and I'm like, "What the hell just happened there?" And I got the lift because I just got jazzed up by somebody screaming at me. So anyways, that's it, guys. Questions and comments down below, and as always, eat like a bodybuilder and train like a powerlifter.